I'm so glad you said that, Marcus, because I'm finna say some shit that's about to be all over the internet. I already know it. But it's the motherfucking truth. And motherfuckers can act like it ain't the truth, but this is the motherfucking truth. Give me that one more time. What did he say he'll do? He'll give him $6,700 to spend a day with. This is the son talking to the father?
Yeah. Well, basically the public, because he's trying to put that out there on the internet. He put it out there. That's the one where he said it, yeah.
Listen to me. America, please believe me when I tell you this. This is not all men, but I would say it's about 80% of men. If we don't love your mother, we don't really love you, motherfucker.
Oh, come on now.
That sounds crazy to me.
Well, no.
Let me tell you something.
Not love in that sense, but have some kind of love.
No. Listen to me, Darlene. You and all the rest of the people who not used to this shit. If we don't love your mother, our love for you is hard to we love you out of obligation.
Oh, that's how you feel like.
To me, that goes for like stepkids, but not my real.
Look at D, now D rubbing it on me. But it is a case like that. Let me tell you, if we don't love your mother, we don't love you like that. What we do, we try to be moral and humane to you little stray fucks that she...
Okay, welcome back, ladies. Okay, so that was Mr. Corey Holcomb. I honestly don't know who he is or where he came from, and this is the only time I have ever heard of him. So he said what he said, and he said it with his whole entire chest. Y'all, I'm just now getting off of work, so excuse that sound. Somebody is burning rubber out of the parking lot, so obviously they're ready to go home. This is just a spare of the moment video. Yeah, he said it with his whole chest, and ladies, I suggest you believe him. Believe them. He said 80% of black men feel this way. I'm not sure if he said black men or if he just said men, but 80% of black men feel this way. I'm going to just say that, and we can see that this statement is true. I would go as far as to say maybe even 90 to 95% of black men feel this way. I don't have to talk to every black man in the world. I don't know every black man in the world, but we can look at stats. We can look at the family members around us. We can look at our friends around us. We can look at TV. We can look at celebrities. We can look at football players. And I can say most of us only probably know a handful of good guys that we would call good, or the 5% of men who stayed and raised their children. And even then, that's not even, I wouldn't say good, because a lot of the times they're not there psychologically, they're not there emotionally, they're just there in the physical. So ladies, these men are telling us the truth. They're not lying, so I don't know why we don't believe them. I can't even put it into words why. All I can say is maybe it's cognitive dissonance is what black women have. They don't want to hear it. Like, I don't know who the woman was in the video that was saying, no, that's not true, or like trying to stop him from saying what he was saying. But that's how I see black women. Black women just don't want to hear it. Like, when they're speaking, they're telling the truth, and you just don't want to hear it. He was saying he's a man. He's around a lot of men. So I'm pretty sure he knows that most of the men that he's around feel the same way. He was saying this because they were talking about 50 Cent, Curtis T. Jackson, and how he's treating his son, the one that looks exactly like him. So that's why he was talking like this. I'm not shocked. Maybe people outside of the black community are shocked, but black women know, and we've been knowing, that black men don't like their kids. They don't love their kids. They don't like women. They don't love women. They've been showing this and saying this for decades, in so many different ways. But black women are just now, in the last few years, starting to hear them and really listen to them. Just now, in the last few years, I guess that's why it's called an awakening. It's called the Great Awakening. And they're helping, and this is why black women were so outraged at Tina Knowles Lawson's documentary, Profile the Black Man. She was talking about the image of black men and how the news is portraying the black man's image. I want Tina to see all of these videos. I want Tina to come out and comment on Corey Holcomb's video. Who's doing that to black men's image? Who said that? What he said? Was that a white man, a voiceover, or was that Corey's voice saying that? And Tina, he said this is how 80% of them feel. He's not gonna lie on his mans and them. He's not. This is how he doesn't have to lie. Black women, the world sees this is how they feel. The world is sitting back watching. Black women sees it. Black women, they don't love. And what I heard when I saw that video, I know y'all heard what y'all heard and he said what he said, but what I heard is, I don't love myself, so therefore I cannot love black women. I don't love myself, so therefore we don't love ourselves, therefore we cannot love black children. Like, when are y'all going to understand this? If a person does not love themselves, they are not going to love anybody. And I'm not going to say this is just for black children. When they have kids with any other race of women, studies have shown and statistics show that they get the same exact treatment. And they're going to treat any woman like this and any child like this, because a person that does not love themselves cannot give love. And I can say that for black women really, really, really love themselves. But, over the years, men have been trying to make that stop and beat that out of them and get that out of them, because they don't love themselves, so they don't want black women to love themselves. That's where all the colorism and the talking about our hair comes from. But I can say that black women love ourselves. We really love ourselves, and it shows in the way that we have loved our kids. It shows in the way that we have loved black men, even when they didn't deserve it, even when they beat us, even when they cheat on us, even when they do our kids bad, even when they're doing stuff to our kids in front of us, even when they unalive our family members or kids. Black women are the most forgiving people in the world. That has to stop. We have black men online right now in front of the world saying that they want to purge out black women. Purge us out. Y'all know what purge means. It means unalive. Chris Logic. I don't care about mentioning other creators' videos or names in my videos, because we all got the same message. So we need to share the names of the people that we watch and we appreciate their content. Chris Logic made a video just the other day on O'Shea Duke Jackson. The people that follow him were in the comments talking about purging out black women. So I shared on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok that black women need to share that video and warn other black women, and also contact the FBI. I'm dead serious. Share any video and screenshots of comments that you see of black men talking about unaliving black women and we deserve to be hurt or harmed. Those are terrorist threats. So I don't know. This is not a shock to me, because it may shock you all to hear it, but seeing it and living through it is the same thing. Like, I guess words hurt more than anything, but black women have lived through it. I have aunts and I have nieces and cousins and sisters, and I have seen black women. I have seen my mom. I've seen my aunts. I've seen them all like doing slave work for men, working 2 jobs, working a full-time job with 3, 4, 5 kids, coming home for black men, cooking for them, making sure the kids are the last to eat and he has the first plate. I've seen this. So black women they have a stupid level of love for black men and black children, and black men have zero. When I say zero, I mean zero. So yeah, I know that a lot of you have seen what I'm talking about. Your mother was the sweetest, most soft-spoken, most submissive. That's why black women, we need to really stop listening to them when they're talking about black women don't submit. Because from the beginning of time, since we got off of the I know a lot of women believe we weren't slaves, but since our ancestors got off of the fields, out of the fields with black men, black women have been submissive. Black women have allowed black men to cheat on them. I've heard stories on Lexus Exodus channels. Black women have gotten STDs, AIDS, incurable STDs, passed them to their kids, and stuck with the men because they believed, oh, well, we got it, we might as well stick together. Even though he didn't feel that way, he was going to keep doing what he was doing. You know, even black women that decided to wait until marriage to be with this man, and he still lied about him being the one that gave it to her and still accused her of giving. I've seen black men drag black women literally to hell and back, literally and figuratively. These men do not, a lot of them just are not capable of love. And him saying 80% is, he's proven that. He's proven that. I've heard black men say, you know, a hole is a hole. It all looks the same in the dark, which means, and we've seen, most black women have said that they have been molested by somebody in their family, somebody close to the family that looks like them, you know, and black women still allow these men to be around their children. We see this all the time. I've heard stories of these men, oh my gosh, just recently, one of them, this black woman had got parasites in her region down there, and the doctor said they only see parasites like that on corpses. And he asked her, did she know of anyone that works with corpses, as a dead body? She said her boyfriend works in a funeral home or owns a funeral home. Her boyfriend was sleeping with a dead bodies. So you don't even have to be breathing. You don't even have to be human. I've seen stories of men having sex with dolphins, horses, sheep. And I'm saying black men because I'm a black woman, but this is not just black men. This is men worldwide. So I don't just think that black men are most of the time incapable of loving like black women do. I think most men are demonic. Like, I really think that most men, we see that with patriarchy, we see that with wars, we see that most homicides are committed by men. You know, ladies, you can get in the comments and tell me what you think. I'm still fairly new. I have had this channel for about 3 months, but I've been in these YouTube streets. I've been looking, I've been watching for years. And like I said, ladies, I don't know. My wish is that in 2023 that black women will just really start focusing on loving themselves, because black women tend to want to find love from the outside instead of just saying I love myself enough to just work on me and just hang out with my friends and just build me up and get my confidence to where it needs to be. That's why I said I'm not a swirler, I'm not a divester, so I'm not going to tell women to go to other groups of men. I'm just going to say work on you, because I believe that most men are dangerous, most men are toxic. Yeah, it's some good ones out there. I would say I don't know, our definition of good and men's definition of good differs, so I'm not even gonna give a percentage, but it's not a lot, ladies. We just really got to be discerning. And with the rise of incels talking about purging out black women, we really have no protection. And I say all black women need to arm themselves. You know, I haven't been able to go to the range, but I am armed and I have multiple weapons, so it wouldn't be too hard for me to figure out how to use it. Guys, yeah, share this video, like, comment, and subscribe, please, y'all. And please, black women, please stop competing with other black women, because that's what they want us to do. We don't need to compete. We need to come together. We need to share and support each other's channels, because especially if the women are talking about the same thing you're talking about and you want this message to get out, please support your sisters. You know, I don't support or follow too many black men, and the only one I do is Themis from Themis and Thoth. And I listen to a guy named what is his name? He has the shoemake way. I listen to him. I don't agree with a lot of some of the stuff he says, and Tony Gaskins is okay, but I don't think Tony Gaskins is really alert and aware of the stuff that black men are doing, because he's still trying to get black women to be in relationships with them. But I have been tagging him a lot on my TikTok page. My TikTok is the same as this, somebody come listen to this podcast, and my Twitter is the same, somebody come listen to this podcast. And on Instagram, I am all black everything, I think. And if you like to read, I am Nava Reads on Instagram also. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to come and talk about today. You know, I don't want to share all the stats and the facts. I could, but you can also look them up, that, you know, white women and other races of women are quickly becoming like the #1 single mothers, because black women are catching on and not having as many kids with them. But these other women are online begging for help from black women with their biracial kids that black men left them with. It's just so much stuff going on that they're doing. I don't have to post all the stats and facts all the time, because we just know, you know, they're being shared all over YouTube, all on Twitter. Black men are actually speaking. We don't even have to go look up the stats now, because they're actually coming out, and like Corey, and telling you how they feel about women and children, which means that most of them are probably gay. Real talk. Like, if you look at Atlanta, if you look at Louisiana, they said the HIV stats are up to like in the 80s, I think 80%, like in Louisiana, I think, and somewhere around the same in Atlanta. You know, if they hate women and children that much, that just lets you know that they only want women for sex. So yeah, guys, I just really I would encourage you. I follow so many women here on YouTube. I have no problem posting their names of their channels. I see so many women do have a problem with that. I wish that would stop. I will never be in a beef with anybody. If anybody just disagrees with me in the comments, I usually delete and block them. If it's a black man, a white man, I don't care who you are. If you disagree with what I'm saying, that means you're gaslighting me, and we got too many stats and facts and women coming out and speaking for you to disagree with anything I say. I'm not saying I'm right about every single thing, but yeah, we know that when it comes to this, like, there's no disagreeing. The man just came on and said it in front of the world. So who's trying to ruin black men's image? You know, who? Like, every video that I post, every video that the ladies on YouTube post about this, if you're in black women empowerment, or, you know, nothing we're saying it is a lie. It can all be backed up with facts and with black men speaking and saying the same exact thing. You know, nobody wants to listen to black women, even though some of these men are coming out and saying the same exact thing. Nobody wants to listen to us, but listen to them. They're even saying the same thing we're saying, but they still don't even want to listen to us. Like, black men are coming out and saying the exact same thing that black women have been saying about them for years and years and years. But black men are still mad at us and saying they want to unalive us. And their brothers are saying the same thing. Yeah, girls, I just got off of work. I don't have time for this. I'm probably not going to edit this video. I'm just going to post it right away, guys. And when you see it, if you like what you heard, please get in the comments, guys, because I've been on here for like 3 months, and I know I don't have a lot of followers, but I really would like to chop it up with you guys and get to know you guys. And if you have your own channels, I will follow and support. So let me know down below. Mocha Mommy, I saw her on here, and she has a channel. I have been following her. I love her channel. So yeah, that's about all I have to say, guys. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.